It's April 26th, and welcome back to the CCN. On this week's show, our staff looks into drug testing, final exams, and the MVP race. Matthew Market is here with your sports report, and I will tell you everything else you need to know about what's going on in the world and right here at HCHS. I'm MJ Mayo, and welcome back to the CCN. Welcome back to the CCN, Colonels. I'm MJ Mayo. Let's get started with your morning announcements. Summer school forms for enrichment classes are available at the Student Services Office. Anyone who wants to take computer applications or health and PE this summer to open up your schedule next year can apply. For those interested in trying out for the boys golf team next year, there will be an informational meeting next Monday at 6 p.m. at the Country Club. Students and parents are welcome. Seniors, if you owe any fees or fines, please make sure that they are paid by the end of the day, Thursday, May 18th. If they are not paid by the 18th, your diploma will be held until your balance is paid. For any seniors interested in scholarship opportunities, please see your PLT teacher or your unit desk. Now that we've covered your announcements, here's Madeline Pollock to figure out what students think about the random drug testing next year.
Hi, I'm Madeline, and today we're talking about drug testing.
Let's start with the purpose. The purpose is that Henderson County Schools and Henderson County High School want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can do to ensure the health, welfare, and safety of all of our students, not just here on the campus, but out in the community, because we are Henderson County Schools. We are a community in and of itself, and we care about the health, welfare, and safety of all of our students. Who will this include? All of our athletics and extracurricular activities with that, and also drivers that come on to campus.
It's sending out students to Bowling Green and Central that they probably don't even do it anymore, or it's been a while since they do it, but they're taking them out of school when they shouldn't.
I don't think the school should worry about personal lives, depending on if we have good grades or a good education.
I think the school needs to mind their business. They're cutting into our personal life.
But also, the other important thing is there is an opt-in piece that parents can, if you do not participate in one of the extracurricular activities or drive, then your parents can opt you in to put you into that random pool. Henderson County High School is not the only school. Both of the middle schools will participate in this program. How the process works, once we get the official roster from the team, you're going to be put into a random pool. There's going to be a release of information that we're going to have to get with physical and all other things, and those are the specifics that we've got to work out with the successful company for the drug screen.
Thank you for your time, and now back to MJ at the studio.
Thanks, Madeline. Next up is your world news. 3 months after leaving the White House, former President Barack Obama stepped back into the spotlight Monday to encourage young people to become civically engaged while lamenting the increasing polarization of American politics. And he did it without uttering the words Donald Trump. In his first post-presidency public appearance, Obama, while expressing concern that the current political environment is turning off Americans, notably managed to steer clear of President Trump and stick to the tradition of former presidents giving their predecessors space in the early days of an administration. He took the stage for a forum with Chicago students and young professionals to discuss ways to improve civic engagement. Congressional Democrats urged President Trump on Monday to back off his demand to begin funding a southwest border wall, saying it would risk shutting down the government at the end of the week. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said on a conference call with reporters Monday that instead of risking government shutdown by shoving this wall down Congress and American people's throats, the president ought to just let us come to an agreement. Schumer and House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi said Democrats and Republicans have been negotiating well on a bill to fund the government beyond midnight Friday, when a stopgap funding measure is set to expire. Lawmakers are trying to come up with a bill to fund federal agencies through the end of fiscal 2017, ending September 30th. The state of Arkansas executed 2 convicted killers scheduled to die by lethal injection Monday night. Jack Harold Jones and Marcel Williams were among the 8 inmates who were scheduled to be put to death in Arkansas before the April 30th expiration of one of the 3 drugs used in its lethal injection protocol. Jones was executed at 7:20 p.m., but a federal judge put a temporary stay on Williams' execution, which she later retracted, causing Williams to be put to death at 10:33 p.m. This is the first double execution by a state in 17 years in the United States. Next up is Peyton Littlepage, who did some digging this week on the upcoming finals. Peyton?
Hi, I'm Peyton Little-Page, and this week on the Colonel Cast, we are interviewing people to see how they're doing on their finals. And about finals.
My opinion is I'm going to ace all of them.
How do you feel about finals?
I feel I'm going to do pretty good. I'll at least get a C or a B on it. Going to pass the class like E's.
So how do you think your students are going to do on your final?
They should do pretty well. They're going to get a study guide. We haven't had a whole lot of snow days to interrupt things, so I'm looking for good results.
How do you feel your students are going to do in the final?
I think they're going to do pretty well. American Studies isn't too difficult, hopefully. It's vocabulary, that type of thing, so I think they'll do all right.
Thanks for all your comments. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Peyton. Here now with us is Matthew Market for your sports update.
How you doing, County? I'm Matthew Market bringing you sports. In the Western Conference, the Golden State Warriors have a good lead on the Portland Trail Blazers, 3-0. The LA Clippers are tied in a series with the Jazz, 2-2. The Houston Rockets are leading on Oklahoma, 3-1. And the Spurs are tied with the Grizzlies in a series of 2-2. In the Eastern Conference, the Celtics are tied with the Bulls in a series of 2-2. The Wizards are leading in a series against the Hawks, 2-1. The Raptors and the Bucks are tied in a series of 2-2. And the Cavs are the first to advance to the next round by beating the Pacers 4-0. In other news, the NFL Draft starts Thursday, April 27th, and ends Saturday, April 29th. Time for a change-up in the NFL. That's all the market has in store today.
Thanks, Matthew. To follow that up, here's Nisha Gibbs on the race of the most valuable players. Nisha?
Hi, my name's Nisha Gibbs, and I'm with the CCN, and I'm going around asking who should be the MVP this year.
Who do you think is the MVP this season?
Russell Westbrook.
Why?
Because he's dominant.
Should there be a co-MVP this year?
James Harden, MVP for slacking on defense.
Who do you think is the MVP this season?
There is no doubt in my mind that Russell Westbrook is the MVP. He's Mr. Triple-Double.
Should there be a co-MVP this year?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Not everybody gets an award. Only one person should get an award.
Why is that?
Why is that? Because society does not deserve to give everybody awards.
Who do you think is the MVP this season?
Russell Westbrook.
Why?
Because James Harden doesn't deserve to be MVP.
Should there be a co-MVP this year?
No.
Why not?
James Harden's trash.
Who do you think is the MVP this season and why?
Russell Westbrook, because he has 42 triple-doubles and he's one of the best players in the league.
Should there be a co-MVP this year and why?
Yes, that should be James Harden, because he's dominant.
Who do you think is the MVP this season?
I think this season's MVP in the NBA is Koala Bear, because he is the fastest down the court and he's a bear, and that's why. And everyone loves koala bears.
Thank you to all those who answered our questions. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Nisha. Stay tuned next for final thoughts. Prom. What a word. What a thing for us to have to go through. Sure, we all look at it with starry eyes and think, oh, what an enchanted evening it will be. But then it's just stress. Did you pick up the tux? What are we going to eat? Will it rain on us? Why is she crying? Why am I crying too? Did I step on my mother's toes in the waltz? Does this dress look prettier than everyone else's? Is it over yet? Seriously. But we made it through, and now we all turn our eyes to that next formal event in the far-off future for us to stress through: weddings. Thanks for tuning in to the CCN today. Stay tuned for another Mentoring Minutes video from our central office staff. I'm MJ Mayo, signing off for the CCN.
Hello, I'm Dr. Chris Williams, President of Henderson Community College. You're seeing this because I believe in the power of education. I believe that it opens opportunities and opens doors, and I believe that every single person has the opportunity to learn and grow and to succeed and do what they want to do. Sometimes you have to take a pathway to do that. If you want to be a nurse, you might start, for example, by working as an aide in a hospital. You might then work up into some kind of certified nurse or a licensed practical nurse, but that moves you along that pathway. And then that nurse can become a nurse anesthetist, they can move forward and become a nurse practitioner. It's just life is a pathway, and each step requires more learning. You can do that. Just be responsible for yourself and your learning. Take time to schedule yourself appropriately so that you can make learning important. And just remember, you can do it.